now enter the fifth and final match of the first round.
From Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing at 185 pounds, the born sinner, Judas Icarus.
And this match, Casey, is the wild card matchup of the first round. Two men, both making their Smash Wrestling debuts. One of them guaranteed to be in that five-way final later on tonight. And here's our first look at Judas Icarus. Casey, what can you tell us about him?
Now, fans of the Smash Wrestling in the London Music Hall may not be familiar with Judas Icarus, but this is a young man who has absolutely changed the game of professional wrestling in Western Canada. He began training at the 365 Pro Wrestling Dojo in British Columbia, now with the Lionsgate, and he's taking on a man who is actually a tag team partner of his from time to time, Scott. This should be a very interesting dynamic, to say the least. Two of Western Canada's finest rising stars are looking to make a name for themselves in Smash Wrestling.
Well, that's just it. While fans of Smash Wrestling might not be too familiar with these two gentlemen, I can assure you fans, these two men are very familiar with each other. This is going to be one hell of a matchup.
And his opponent, from Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing in at 184 pounds, the professional Travis Williams!
Travis Williams, a former Nation Extreme Wrestling champion, a company that is making waves on the West Coast, and a man who's also a mainstay in Defy Wrestling. Travis Williams, cocky, confident, and very talented to back it up.
And both of these men have a massive opportunity here tonight to shock this system of Smash Wrestling, go on to win this tournament, and main event Super Showdown. What a way to debut this would be for both of these men.
Two very similar but also very, very different styles. Judas Icarus, very unpredictable, a wild card if you will, someone who uses the chaos of his environment to his advantage. Travis Williams, he calls himself the professional, and the reason for that is because he can use everything to his elements, not so much the chaos, but the strategic side of things.
Official shaking both men.
Never seen that official before in my life.
There's the bell. This matchup officially underway.
These two men know each other very well. Training partners, friends, tag team partners, occasional enemies as we see here, Scott, but there's so much on the line, and these two will give no quarter to one another. That I can assure you.
Well, and that's just it. When there's an opportunity to main event the show like Super Showdown, at stake in a matchup here, there are no friends.
And you see no love lost there as Travis Williams just grinds his forearm in the face of his pal. What's he going to do to his enemies?
And again, these two men going to lock up.
You see Judas Icarus here, barefoot underneath his kick pads here, something he picked up from Speedball Mike Bailey, no doubt, as he has that ability to use those toes to his advantage, that grip in the mat. Williams rolls through now.
Yeah, that was well done there by Williams here as he's going to...
Stands on the hands and pulls on the head.
Those hands trapped of Icarus. Icarus nowhere to go, and you see that cravat locked in as well.
Travis Williams uses every part of his opponent's body. He's like a hunter, using every part. Not you, obviously, but from the snout to the tail.
And now you see that almost a modified armbar locked in here as the men are now in the corner here. Referee calling for a clean break, and he gets it.
Icarus.
Ooh! Kick right to the face here. Icarus says you're done messed up, but as the pace picks up, their nice chop in the corner.
Travis Williams now fires up. Massive chop.
And Icarus there. Nice arm break takedown into a cover.
Hip toss with authority, only gets a one count.
Only a one count, that's right. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep someone like Williams down.
That was more of a statement-making cover, Scott. Going for that butterfly suplex, but Travis Williams knows it well.
Yeah, he's able to lower that center of gravity, able to keep himself on the mat here. And again, looking for an armbar. Unique way of taking that body down, yeah. And he had that barefoot right across the face. Unfazed by that is Williams. There's no, he lost his gum on that one.
Oh, no! Looking to take that arm home with him back to Vancouver along with the win.
Oh, yeah, Icarus trying to fight out of this. But he's just grinding the knuckles into the ribcage. That's a unique way to get that arm.
Oh, my goodness.
Williams just dissecting the anatomy of Judas Icarus in this matchup thus far.
And when you look at Travis Williams, you see a young Brian Danielson right down to
Look
the
at the torque.
Oh my goodness.
The referee's got to check the shoulders down now, too.
No, just about. Travis Williams, arrogant but able to back it up in a lot of ways.
Well, and the way he's maneuvering the body of Icarus, he's exerting very little energy while doing so and forcing Icarus to spend a lot of it kicking out and escaping these holds.
Oh my goodness, a thunderous chop.
Snapmare takeover there and a kick right across the back.
This is just as much of a pissing match as it were, Scott, as it is anything else. Who can throw the harder hits?
Well, and this is the exact opposite kind of match you want to have in the first round. When there's another match to come later on, hang on, cover, 2, kick out. You don't want to trade blows with each other. You don't want to dare the other guy to hit you harder.
At a certain point, it becomes more about the pride of the situation than worrying about what's going on later. With Judas Icarus especially, he'll just figure it out.
Well, and that's why the Northern Tournament is wrestling's toughest tournament. You have to spend the energy in round number 1 because you have to win. You can't focus on winning the main event until you get to it.
An arrogant back kick there is fired up Icarus. Back down to the mat he goes.
Looking for figure 4, but nobody home.
And the pace speeds up here.
As Icarus now makes his way to that second rope. Williams had it scouted. Spine first, not that top turnbuckle. There's not a whole lot of padding there, fans. It's a very thin pad across the steel buckle.
The upper back into the turnbuckle there, and those men do-si-doed looking for the...
Yeah, I heard that shot echo throughout the London Music Hall. That was just a boot right to the back of the skull.
Scott, Judas Icarus on Dream Street here, and another drop kick right to the ear.
Cover here.
2, this could be it. No.
Just able to get the shoulder up is Icarus. This matchup continues. And again, luck of the draw, this is disadvantageous for both these men as well. Being match number 5 of the first round, they're going to have the least amount of downtime between this match and tonight's main event.
If you're Judas Icarus, you're in a bad spot right now. If you're Travis Williams, you're trying to wrap this up as quickly as you can. Jockeying for position.
Yeah, he might do just that if he connects with what he's looking to connect with here.
Oh, hold on now.
Icarus, those north-south elbows, those 12-6 elbows across the back of the head, trying to fight his way out.
Gets a back chop for his troubles there.
And now all the way up top is Williams and Icarus now.
High red district, 2700 a month. My God, a major back suplex off the top rope.
And Icarus just got stacked on the back of his head. Fans, let's take one more look at this belly-to-back suplex.
Doesn't get higher than that unless you're up where we are, Scott, and the landing is just as hard for both
men. And now into the cover and a kick out.
This just goes to show you the stakes of the Northern Tournament. Only one man can get into that final.
And now Williams just hoisting Icarus up with that reverse waistlock.
Behind Judas Icarus here. But like Icarus, will he fly too close to the sun? Massive foot. Massive chops to the back.
Oh, what a knee right to the spine.
Unbelievable, Scott.
Cover 2.
Oh my goodness.
So he picked him up with that butterfly suplex position. It just dropped an elbow right across the throat.
This is a fight for the ages.
Only one man can advance, but both these men have earned it.
Icarus now. Williams underneath. Oh, spins through. Oh, inside out.
Cover here, shoulder stacked, kick out. I thought that was it. Icarus did too.
Both of these men now wading into that deep water. And this is where you start to think about the fact that you still have to get back in the ring tonight, Scott.
I don't think that thought is coming into the head of either one of these men.
Looks like the young fans of the
Not
London Music
yet.
Hall are big fans of Judas Icarus here.
I just dumped to the outside. They're going to get a close personal look at Icarus.
Hold on now.
Look out!
My goodness, Travis Williams able to change direction mid-flight and find his target like a heat-seeking missile.
And he gets him back into the ring. The only place where the match can end. But Icarus still fighting, Andrews.
Using everything he's got. His feet are his weapons right now. Oh my goodness, smooth.
Rolls through like a gator.
Oh, hold on now.
Oh, hang on. Rolling.
1, 2, no, hold on now.
Able to roll off his shoulder. He almost got caught.
Oh, massive backhand. German suplex.
High angle
Look at the
German.
groove. Oh.
And again, Icarus able to get that shoulder up.
You will not see a more picture-perfect bridge in this sport than what you just saw. And it was not enough to put Judas Icarus away.
But Williams has to stay on him here. He can't possibly keep kicking out much longer.
Travis Williams looking to put the exclamation point. Icarus grabs him.
Able to hit the bridge. Oh! That shoulder breaker.
Underneath now. Massive inside-out lariat. Judas Icarus.
He's been looking for it all night. He finally connects. He's
It's
going for
again.
another one.
That's 2. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3.
And that is it. Judas Icarus.
Winner of this contest, advancing to the fatal 5-way final,
Judas Icarus picking up a massive victory against a very game Travis Williams in this final matchup of the first round here of the Northern Tournament.
Scott, that very much may have been match of the night. Let's take a look at the closing minutes here. Judas Icarus with the exclamation point turns Travis Williams inside
That
out.
was the second of 2 of those inside-out lariats, and that was enough.
Judas Icarus has endeared himself to the London Music Hall faithful and shown he deserves to be in the finals and possibly the winner of the Northern.